Hello friends, this is Cara-Renee with B.Reborn Art and Healing. I'm coming to you with another ephemera video for the Autumn Garden Journal. This may or may not be the last ephemera making journal. I have done the signatures, they've gone into the journal. I might do another video where we're putting some stuff into the journal that we've already made, because there's tons that we've already made on camera. And this is, in case you are not aware, this journal, the Autumn Garden Journal, is the grand prize for the 2,000 subscriber giveaway, which we hit that mark about, I don't know, a few weeks ago, maybe a little longer, and we're already at we've already had 400 more subscribers. It's crazy. So anyway, this is the grand prize. The first prize is this journal. The second prize is the Autumn Diary Journal. The third prize is the Mini Altoid Journal. That is the Cottage Charm themed journal that we made in the little Altoid tin. So that one is going to be a random draw, probably from the same video. I don't know how I'm going to draw that, but I might draw. I don't know. I'll draw from comments of some kind. But that one was already made before we hit the 2,000 subscribers, so I couldn't really incorporate it into a kind of let's you watch and like and subscribe and comment and all that, as I'm doing with the other two. So that's just going to be a random giveaway. In order to qualify for the giveaway, you need to either live in the United States or Canada. Unfortunately, I cannot ship internationally at this time. Still trying to find a solution for that. You need to be a public subscriber. You need to like the videos. And there's a playlist for the Autumn Garden Journal, and there's a playlist for the Autumn Diary Journal. The Autumn Garden, again, is the grand prize. The Autumn Diary is the second prize. So you'll need to go to the playlist for each of those journals and watch the videos, leave a comment, a meaningful comment. And again, by that I mean just something that's engaging. And I know that we're all different, so I don't expect you to put on something or be somebody that you're not. But I'm looking for interaction. I'm looking for engagement. So share something about yourself, or what you're working on, or what your favorite family tradition is, or your favorite season, or anything like that. Just something that that is engaging. So and then I will do a draw when the journal is complete. So it's going to be still a little bit longer because it's a Mondo journal. It's a full journal, 3 signatures, and it's a gatefold journal, which I've never done before. It's going to be absolutely epic when it's done. So hopefully you guys are watching and following along. Many of you I know already are. So, and if you're new, then again, just go back to the playlist, and you'll be able to kind of see this as it has transformed and become what it has become. So today we're going to make a couple of things. So we're going to make what I'm calling a journal card with a fold out writing space. I've got a prototype that I'll show you, as well as the one that we're going to make. We're also going to do a couple of belly bands with envelope tucks. So it's where I have the envelope and the belly band, and then the envelope tucks, the bulk of it tucks under the belly band, the flap on the outside, on the top, and then I don't glue the edges of it. I just leave it open. Now, one of these is vellum, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do it that way with the vellum one, because vellum is not as easy to write on and things like that, but we will play that by ear. So let's go ahead and do the fold out writing space. I may do some stitching. I've pulled my sewing machine over in case I want to do that. So this is the prototype. So basically what I've done, it was kind of hard to figure out because I wanted it to come off the back, but yeah, it was just tricky. So basically what I did is I took a card, a piece of a digital kit, and I glued on. So I made an accordion kind of fold. So this is what it looked like before. And I folded this piece of paper up once like that, so that what happens is when you pull the journal card out, you can write on all this space, but you could also turn it over and go like that. And you've got all this writing space as well. So then I added another piece of card here, or a digital from the kit, up to that line of the part that I glued. So I'm hoping that's making sense to you, but that's what I came up with, and I thought, not bad. So that's what we're going to do today. I've already cut everything because it's not too difficult, really, but I didn't want to fuss with cutting on camera because that can make the videos really long. But I will take a moment before we start gluing and ink this up and ink up my my flip out writing space. I'll be right back. Okay, getting to the end of the inking here. And I wanted to tell you that this piece is the equivalent of the digital that I put on the back of the other one. So that'll make more sense here in a second. So basically what you want to do is you want to glue this folded part. I made a note on here. I turned that backwards there. I made a note on here to glue this side to the top of the card. Top of the back of the card, obviously. So this is the top. So I'm going to turn that over, and then I want to glue this down this way. So I'm just going to put a bead of glue on here. I'm hoping that this is making sense to you guys. I'm all about my writing spaces, you guys. I love to have lots of cards and journal cards and tags and things for people. You know, if you've got somebody that, you know, is a real journaler and really wants to use a junk journal to actually journal, you know, that's really, really useful. So there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and line that up. Got a little bit of room, a little bit of time to move this. So I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to line it up just to make sure that it's all the way to the top, like that, and then make sure it's nice and even on each side, like so. I'm going to give that a press with my paper towel. There we go. And it's not too thick because the paper is just this 2 folds. That's it. So it's not going to be bulky in your journal either. I did forget to grab anything to put on the front of this, so I might pause and do that, or I might do it off camera. I might do it off camera. Because, I mean, you guys have seen me do clusters. You guys have seen me do other decorating. If you're watching and you don't like that I'm leaving that out, please just let me know. Sometimes I feel like it's redundant. For people that are new, obviously it's not, but I don't want to bore people either and do unnecessary things. So I'm just going to reinforce this inking on this edge here. And there we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn this baby over. Stuck a little bit here. There we go. And this piece of paper is going to go here so that we have a continuous. So not only is it, it covers the back of this white card, but it's another part of the writing space. So I'm going to go ahead and, I think I'm going to go ahead and use my Fabri-Tac this time. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and put that. I'm going to butt it right up to that edge of the part that we glued down. And it looks like I'm a little bit short, so I may have to do some trimming on the top of the actual card because that's not gonna work. I was so careful too. I was so careful. Can't even fudge that at all. So I'm just going to trim this off. It's not a big deal. You know, my motto. Oops, I got a piece of lace on my scissors. Going along the line. Okay, lace. You can be free now. There we go. So I'm just going to ink that up to cover up that white. Like so. And, oops, and there you have it. So it folds like that. Oh, why is it so crooked there? It's all like bowing. I'm not sure why that is, but again, perfection is not important. So on this one, again, I would put some kind of a sentiment or something, but I'm going to grab, let's see if I can find a paper clip in here that would go, oh, this gold one would be pretty. How about this one? And because you're going to want to hold that paper in place, so so it folds down like that, and then like that, and then so I would just put a paper clip on the top here, like so, and then I could put a piece of sari silk or something on there. If I do any additions to this, I will take some photos and put it at the end of the video, which I often do. So that is that. So let's go ahead and do this belly band. So this is an envelope from the kit. I have not showed you very much of the actual ephemera that came with it, but I love this technique. So it can either go this way with the flap on the top, which I don't feel like in this design it works very well, or it can go like this. And in this case, I'm going to have it go like that because I like that better, but I'm not going to glue this shut because look at this beautiful writing space. It's absolutely huge and perfect. And you don't even have to put a, Velcro or anything on it. It's going to be fine. So, I mean, if you could, if you wanted to, you could. In fact, let me see I think I may want to do Velcro now that I think about that again. So let me grab my Velcro dots, these low profile ones, because I think that might be useful after all. So I'm just going to put the one side here on the tip, and I'm going to put the fuzzy part down on that with the fuzzy side down. Velcro dots 101. And then I'm just going to close that. And now obviously it's going to make it, like if you get to here and you want to write, or you get to here and you want to write, well, that one's not going to be too bad, but this one will have a little bit of bulk, but that is okay. Actually, we don't want to do that because it's going to go over. That was silly. Let me see if I can pull that up. What was I thinking? I don't know if I can without tearing this paper. Yay! That was a miracle. That does not happen to me ever. So let me see if I can get this one off too. We might not be able to. Again, not looking for perfection. We just roll with whatever happens. And the worst that could happen is I ruin it and I have to get a different envelope. It's not a big deal. So there we go. So let's go ahead and ink this up as well. I'm just going to leave all the edges squared off. In this case, I have cut this belly band to be the height of my journal, which is 8 1/4. And I am, if I need to make it shorter, I can by cutting it down if I put it on a page that might not be quite 8 1/4, because they're not all going to be the same height. So there we go. So, oh, I guess this is top. So then, super simple, you guys. So basically then what's going to happen is it's going to go like that. Yeah, it's going to go like that. And it's just, this is going to get glued down. This is a little bit bulky, probably because I didn't do a really good job of really getting these creases nice and flat. So let me try that and see if that's better. I'm using 65-pound paper, so that's the risk I run. Is yeah, that's already better. So let me just open this up, make sure that we've got everything nice and burnished. Should be fine. And so that's the way it's going to work. And so again, on this one, I will probably do a cluster on this because it's such a beautiful little opening. But I will again do that off camera and show you pictures at the end. So super easy project and great look in a journal. So then the last one that we're going to do is a vellum envelope. So I'm going to get my envelope punch board out here. Hopefully it's right here. It is. And I thought I'd show you how to cut that. Not that you guys probably already know how to use it, but I had to watch a tutorial the first time I wanted to use it. So we're going to just set, this is the paper we're going to make our belly band out of, but I'm just going to put that aside for now. And I'm going to look at my punch board, and I want my envelope to be like 4 by 6. I'm hoping that I can do 4 by 6. So let's see, card size, 4 by 6, so 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. Should be able to do that. So let me just make a note of that because I have terrible memory. 8 1/4 by 8 1/4 for a, whoops, 8 1/4 for a 4x6 ish. Now that's the card size, not the envelope size. So so basically what I need to do is I need to take this down to 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. I'm just moving some things out of my way so I can get my cutter out. This big mama, which I love, but it takes up my whole workspace here, which I'm not complaining by any means, but there we go. So we are going to go, let's just make sure that this is actually 8 1/4 to start with. So where's my ruler? Let me grab it, hopefully without showing you my body. There we go. So I'm just gonna I spy this and see. Yep, 8 1/4. So that's perfect. So I only have to cut it. Whoops, sorry. 8 1/4 this way. So I'm gonna go ahead and this is my 8-inch. Oh, you guys can't see. I'll have to move it back to cut, but this is my 8-inch mark. I'm gonna go to here. So I'm just gonna line that up and then I'll slide this back so I can actually do the cutting here. I want to hang it off my the edge of my table. So 8 1/4. Yep, we got that. Just double checking. Always good to double check. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut that. I love vellum. Again, if you've watched my channel for any length of time, you'll know that. And we've made some beautiful vellum envelopes and stuff that we decorated with some clusters. They were absolutely beautiful. So there is that. So now I'm going to get my punch board back over here, and I'm going to show you a little trick that works for me for vellum, because it's hard to see the score lines. Once you make the score line, they're hard to see. So for this size, again, I need to find where my score line needs to be. So our card size is 4x6, so it needs to be at 3 3/8. So I'm going to put this in here and find my 3 3/8 mark, which is right here. And we're going to go ahead and punch and get my little thingy out here. You know what my thingy is, don't you? I can't quite see that though. What's going on here? Okay, that's weird. It's going to go up from the bottom. That's usually I can start at the top, but this looks all strange. Probably because of the print. The print is throwing me off. So there's that, and then we're going to go ahead and turn it. And then, oh, I wanted to mark that. Doggone it. So I just take a pencil mark and just kind of go like that there so that I can see that. Can't quite remember where it needs to be most effective, but we'll find out here together. So yeah, this print is making it really hard to see the lines here. Yeah, that looks to be about right though. We're going to go ahead and punch again, and we're going to score again. My husband is in the other room drilling something or screwing something together. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just make a little bit. I can always erase those lines, so I'm just going to go all the way. But that was really, really hard to see. So there we go. So there we go. So now I can line it up right with my the point of this. So punch and score again. Oops, wrong one. So I'm getting a bunch of videos recorded here today, and it is snowing at my house, so I have my window shades open, which I normally close them when I'm recording because I get a lot of shadow and stuff, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Didn't make my pencil line. Goodness gracious, Cara-Renee. Okay, I'm going to go again and make a line, and this will erase easily, so don't be concerned. And then we can go ahead and do our last one. And that wasn't very helpful. Okay, one more punch. And one more score line. Oh, uh-oh, what happened here? We are off. I can tell by looking at this we're off. Okay, well, this may not work. see what happened. I'm not sure. But we'll figure it out together. I'm going to go ahead and erase these lines. I don't know what I did. You guys probably saw me do it. I don't worry about it. It's just paper. I don't have another thing printed on vellum though, so we'll have to make this work. So yeah, I'm off for some reason on this last one. But let's just see what happens here. Where's my score line? Okay, come on, Cara-Renee. I'm going to fold it this way first because I need to have that score line be very strong because I've lost it. Don't know what happened. So strange. But we're gonna go with it because why waste it? Why give up? It's not that important. It is not that important. So there we go. It's tricky with the vellum because it's hard to see the lines and whatnot. So I'm gonna go ahead and fold that the other way. Now that we've got a good crease, makes that a lot easier. This one we're going to be gluing shut. One, because we've got flaws, and two, because vellum is hard to write on. So, I mean, it can be written on. I think you have to use a permanent pin, and I never like that edge, so I'm going to trim that really pointy, tall bit there. So I'm going to be very careful, and I'm going to just trim that off a little bit, just so it's not so overwhelming. And then we're going to fold that over. So because we're gluing this, we're not even going to see that error that we made, that I made. You guys didn't make it. I made it. So I'm just trying to get that over as well. And yeah, but you would never know. You would never know. So I'm going to take a moment and, well, let's go ahead and cut our belly band first. Then I will do the inking and then we'll proceed on. So let's see what side we want to use. I think I want to use, let's see what's on this. The bird's not going to really, well, it will show if it's not, you know what, I think I'm going to use this side because I think I already have this in something else. I wish you guys could tell me what you think. I think I want to use this side. I just keep changing my mind, don't I? So I am going to, let's see how much I want to cut off, how wide I want my belly band to be. Actually, I need to go this way so that I can see my measurements. Silly. Oh, that's why I didn't want to use that. This is better to be used for something else because I don't want to cut those words off. So I am going to use the other side in this case. Ugh, I just did it backwards again. Oh, Lord. Okay, so I want the belly band to be about 3 inches. Like, or how about 3 1/4? Let's do 3 1/4. Okay, I didn't lose too much of that flour. So I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to ink these bits up and I will be right back with you. Okay, so we are done with the inking. So now we're going to go ahead and put our envelope together. And I'm going to be using my white glue. This is that glue that I've talked about before that is similar to Barely Arts, but a lot cheaper. So that's what I prefer to use. So we're going to go ahead and just figure out which way we want this to go. So that's that. So I'm going to go ahead. This is where we got off. I'm not sure what happened there, but it's not a big deal. So I'm going to go ahead and run a bead of glue along this edge. Like so. Okay. And then the same on this side. Okay, like that. And the reason why I'm using the white glue is because it does work really, really well on vellum. So in case you didn't know that. And this one we are going to, no, we're not, because it's still going to go underneath the belly band. So this is a little bit flimsy. I'm wondering if there would be any benefit to, yeah, I don't want to exchange the vellum. I want it to be crinkly. I want it to have that feel when a person touches it and holds it. So this one is basically going to be the same. It's going to go like that. Now again, it could go like this. In fact, this one I might have it go that way. I like that a lot. But a person could choose to do it either way. So the only thing is, if I did it this way, I'd want to put something on this side. So I'll have to think about that before I take the photos at the end, and then put this one this way. This could also go on the other page, which I'm inclined to do, so the flowers are not upside down. So this one would go like that. And if you wanted to, you could also just put a little cute paper clip on that edge, just to keep it on there. Oh my goodness, come on, Cara-Renee. Lordy, lordy. Let's just not do that one, okay? How about that? Oh, here's a star. Star would be pretty. The never-ending paperclip fight. So what I would do is I would take this and I'd put this little paper clip on here, like so. And then that would go glued top to bottom. I will decorate this a little bit off camera, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Oh, and again, the qualifications for the drawing will also be detailed in the description box. So see you next time. Bye-bye.